team, turn!
Take me out on the water.
We fishing.
Way out in the woods. Where the breathing is easy, the living is good. Out in the great.
And welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. We're sponsored by the Badger Sportsman Magazine, Bartline Barrels, Warrior Boats, Big Snow Resort, Hard and Soft Fishing, Lynch and McGuanago, Wings Over Wisconsin, Mike's Country Meats, Midwest Shooter Supplies, Burger Smokehouse, Galco, Vexlar, Dick Smith's Bait and Tackle, Come Along Measuring Tools, Kamick Law Firms, Norm's Egg, and Jiffy.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
Holy moly.
You know, this is one of the great things of coming fishing with you, Brian, is coming over to your house here and you and Cindy making Dan and I a great meal before we come out fishing. I hate to even say this to you, my friend, and I shouldn't probably say this, and I hope it doesn't. But if it does, I'm not going to worry about it. I really don't even mind if we don't catch too many fish. As long as I get to eat this kind of food, this is like gourmet.
Fish eat.
We eat, right?
Well, we're going to eat, and then the fish are going to eat.
Then the fish are going to eat, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm more worried about myself eating, not so much worried about them fish eating.
Schaefer, take a lesson.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? I got a funny feeling that Schaefer's been watching Mr. Claremont and Cindy cook, and that's where he's getting some of his recipes from. I knew that he would run out of recipes. I knew it would happen.
It won't be long.
Fish. Put on the fish.
Set it right on there. There we go. Put the cover on. Check the time. And yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. Ooh, look at that. Oh, does that smell good? You just need smell-o-vision on that. That's what you need.
We do.
You know?
Yeah. What are you looking at?
Doubling down.
Double down.
Hey, I'd love to keep filming, but I'm getting pretty hungry here.
Well, I think we need a little bit more footage of you, of me eating.
I can't believe we ate the whole thing.
I could go for a little nap now, or just I could go for sitting in the boat, having somebody else do all the work, and I just sit there and fish. Oh, I got my good friend, yeah, Brian Claremont, yes. So in a little bit, we're gonna be venturing outside here and get dressed, and we're gonna be doing some night walleye fishing. I'm looking forward to that. So stay tuned and see what happens on Larry Smith Outdoors. Hey, don't look at me, I didn't eat all that. I mean, I ate my portion of it, don't get me wrong. But all you guys helped demolish that walleye.
The Warrior story continues with the best tracking, driest ride in the industry. Designed with a high degree of dead rise and bow flare to push water out and down for a smooth, dry, comfortable ride. The smart trolling keel limits bow drift for enhanced boat control in the wind, and with a lifetime hull warranty, Warrior boats are built to last. Warrior Boats, a legend reborn.
Badger Sportsman Magazine, Wisconsin's premier outdoor magazine. Fishing and hunting in Wisconsin, written by outdoor enthusiasts from Wisconsin. Each issue features timely fishing and hunting articles from experts across the state. Badger Sportsman Magazine will help you make the most out of your time in the woods or on the water. Subscribe to Badger Sportsman Magazine today.
The new Acme Rattlemaster has a built-in echo chamber with a brass rattle that calls fish in. The body's solid brass too and won't bend or dull, and reflects fish attracting light all over the water column. This 1-2 punch of sight and sound means you make less casts because the fish come to you. Rip it or shake it for crappie, walleye, northern salmon, or trout, and experience multi-species action with just one bait.
Wings Over Wisconsin, a nonprofit organization dedicated to natural resource restoration, preservation, and education with youth and community involvement. Through cooperation with private landowners, state and federal agencies, Wings Over Wisconsin has been a leader in the preservation of our natural wildlife habitat, with donated dollars staying in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. For information about how you can join this great organization or how to start a new chapter, please visit wingsoverwisconsin.org.
Hey, welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors, and I'll tell you what, we are up on the Menominee River fishing with our good friend Brian Claremont and his wife. Can I say wife, or should I say best friend? Or both.
She's both.
Both, right. We're fishing up here for walleye. I said, hey Brian, you want to tell everybody what we're doing? You know, we fished up here before with you, had an absolutely great time. We were up a little bit farther in the river fishing, but there's something about when you're trolling for walleyes and you're hanging on to that rod.
There's nothing better, Larry, when we're doing what we're doing here, especially with the current we got today.
Right.
When they hit that, it's a direct snap, and you don't want to rip the rod out of your hand. It's just a lot of fun. Cindy loves it. I love it. You've been here before.
I have.
So I'm excited to get some lines out there and get some fish.
No, I totally understand that. You know, and this is one of them kind of things where we really look forward to every year coming out here and doing this, because we catch a lot of fish and we catch some big fish. But you know, the other part is that I have to admit, you guys, I love the food. We had such a great dinner. You know what? I'm stuffed. What a great way to relax. Come out here and catch some walleye. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens tonight here up on the Menominee River fishing for giant walleyes. What's the average depth we're going to be fishing?
This is a big sand flat here.
Yep.
6 to 4 feet, pretty much. A couple of holes are just a little bit deeper, but 6 to 4 feet.
Now, do you expect these fish to bite when it gets dark, or we get them right away?
Yesterday we got some before it even got dark, so
okay.
We'll see what happens here. The water warmed up a little bit last night, so I think we're set up for a pretty good bite tonight.
You know, and Brian, this is one of them bites that basically this bite is just starting, right?
Yep. Yeah, this is we're fishing for pre-spawn walleyes right now, and actually they're so green from coming out the spawn. They still had a big indentation in their belly last night, so you could tell they just got done spawning.
Wow. Now, how late in the year will you fish these fish like this?
I can catch walleyes in the river pretty steady, all the way up till about July.
That late in the river, huh?
They just shift around. You got to find where they're at. Like this year, they're positioned a little bit different than they were last year, so we just got to find where they're at, and we'll get on them here.
That sounds good. Now I'm bumping the bottom now, so I should just wind it in a couple of cranks.
Well, as long as it's still working, go ahead and because I think sometimes bumping the bottom, they
that triggers
dig up a little bit of sand, because it's all sand in here pretty much. So.
Okay.
Oh, I'm telling you, honestly, that rod almost got ripped out of my hand. I was just telling Brian, well, the other day when we went up to the restaurant there, the pizza was absolutely awesome. Man, this thing, I mean, I'm telling you, that thing absolutely slammed that bait, Brian.
I didn't think you could move that fast, my friend.
Oh, I can move that fast. Even with a full belly, I can move that fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, barely hooked. That's what they've been coming into. Barely hooked. Barely hooked. Barely hooked.
Here she comes. I'm going to bring her right into you. Nice job.
Good job. All right, Larry.
That is absolutely, that's a tank.
That's the way to start tonight.
Yes, it is.
Woo!
I love it.
I'll tell you what, you want to...
24, 25.
Hey, you want to come out and have some fun? Call Brian, and I'll tell you, he will definitely put you on some nice fish. And this is an absolutely awesome way to fish. Nice and quiet out here. We got one other boat out here tonight. That's it. And look at the size of these walleyes. And just feeling that rod hanging onto it, the way they slam it, that is absolutely...
That strike is the best, though.
That is the best.
I'm just addicted to it.
All right, nice fish.
Awesome. We'll let them go. Good job, Larry.
Thank you. Good job, Brian. Out of here.
Number one.
literally, I didn't even get the rod back all the way down. I was still letting out a little bit of line. I pumped it once just to see if I was getting close to the bottom, and that fish absolutely trashed that thing. Wow, I love this stuff. Oh, another nice fish. Look how healthy
That one
this
really
fish
got her
is.
pretty good. That's probably a good eater there.
Right. Wow.
That
That's
may be a nail.
crazy. You want to hold the fish up? I'll get the bait on the. You know what? That is.
That's a good eating fish right there. That's a male.
Yep. Perfect
That
size.
would be an eater, but we're not going to take no fish tonight.
Nope. Let's let them all go.
Let's let them go. But hey, right away,
Good
my
job.
friend.
Hey.
Good job.
You know what? The thing is, I can't wait to get my lure back down there. You know, you're fishing in a river. You're fishing at night. You wouldn't think color would be a big deal because you wouldn't think them fish would be able to pick up on that color, but that's not so, right?
You know, different nights it changes. They prefer different colors some nights. I don't know if it's maybe the clouds or the light penetration that they're getting from the lights around or what it is, but just
Color does make a difference.
it does make a
That's
difference.
right,
Definitely,
okay.
definitely.
I pumped that rod 4 times and I got another one. I can't imagine how many fish are stacked in here.
Guys,
We got a double.
Double! We got a double!
Wow.
Whoa!
This is insane. This is insane fishing, I'll
Is it
tell
big
you.
one? Oh yeah, Cindy got a nice one.
Yep.
I don't know where to point the lens.
Which
Put it
one?
on Cindy.
Bring it up, Cindy. Bring her up, bring her up, bring her up. Okay, no, they're on that Larry. Just let the line go.
Here comes mine.
Walk back right way, Cindy.
Here comes mine.
Walk back, walk back, walk back.
Yep, here. Oh, mine's a big one. Mine's a big one.
How's that for a couple of walleyes in the net there, eh?
Look at that. Oh, mine popped right out too. Hey, I'll tell you what, that was a double. Now, this is my 3rd walleye. We probably have gone 100 yards at the most. And I'll tell you something, Brian, it's more than fun. I'll tell you what, it's just, again, you know, you can't really talk about it enough. It's something about that when you're hanging onto that rod and the way them fish absolutely annihilate that thing. It's like they got to be going 50 miles an hour the opposite way. And boy, I'll tell you something, you better be hanging onto that rod or it's coming on your
A
hand.
person actually has to do this to see what. You want to get addicted to something?
Right.
This is what you get addicted to.
I
right
would be,
here.
and you know me, I'm not a big trolling fan, but this isn't. This is a whole different
It is.
spectrum here
It
for
is.
sure.
It
This
is.
is
It is.
awesome way. All right, let's get these 2 back in
Yep.
there, and I can't wait to get my rod back.
Yeah, let's get some more.
Dalco, far and away the nation's leading boat cover manufacturer, precisely fit for a large variety of OEM makes and models. Dalco premium covers are the boating equivalent of a hand-tailored suit.
Not only are Dalco covers the best fitting and best quality, they include unique features like our Polis cover lift system and ratchet attachment system, making them the easiest and fastest covers to install and remove.
Visit DalcoMarine.com for more information on how to order. Use promo code LARRY10 to receive a 10% discount today.
I'm Mark Green. I'm Patrick Lynch. Welcome to our all-new Lynch McQuanago dealership.
The brand new Lynch McGuanago dealerships have over 500 new Chevys, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, Rams, and pre-owned vehicles in stock and all priced to sell. Stop by and check out their massive selection of trucks and SUVs, perfect for all your fall outdoor sports.
You do the driving, we'll do the listening, because I want you to love how you feel in your new ride.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
Introducing the next generation of sonar. Sonar Phone by Vexlar, the world's first smart device sonar. Download the free app. Try the demo feature and see why Sonar Phone will rival the performance of sonar systems costing hundreds more. The Sonar Phone does not require cell phone coverage. You create your own Wi-Fi hotspot and can share with your friends. Download the free app today. And for a limited time, with any purchase of a Sonar Phone, you get a free smartphone armband. That's the Sonar Phone by Vexlar.
For over 25 years, Midwestern Shooter Supply has been your premier dealer for hunting supplies. Our staff is friendly, experienced, and certified with over 15 years in gunsmithing experience. We're your one-stop shop for your hunting needs. Our inventory is at the lowest possible price, and we will match any other dealer advertised price. Do you do more than hunt? Check out our supply of fishing products as well. Visit Midwestern Shooter Supply today, or shop our web store at mwshooters.com. Midwestern Shooter Supply. We want to be your outdoor supplier.
definitely staying right in there. Woo! What are you thinking, Brian?
28, be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice, but I don't know if it's gonna be 28. That's a nice fish. There it is back there.
But still a nice fish.
Yep, they're all nice. Boy, and I'll tell you, the action, I just can't get over. Oh, that's a nice fish. There ain't nothing wrong with that fish at all.
Nothing at all.
Wow. Yeah.
Look at that.
Another awesome fish. I've said it over and over. Never get sick of this stuff. So fortunate to be able to come out here and do this day in, day out. Let her get back in there. There you go, girl. Definitely got some weight to it. Sticking it down there. Yep. Boy,
Ain't this some fast fishing?
this is fast and furious.
You went,
I'll
what,
tell you.
5 minutes without a fish?
Yep. Yeah, you kind of, the bad thing is you kind of expect it. You go 5 minutes without one, you're like, what am I doing wrong? Is there weeds on my bait? Staying down for sure. The anticipation of how big is that fish. That's the coolest part. That's the great part about fishing. You never know.
You just don't.
And every day is so different too, you know? It's another thing. Oh, there it is. Right. Oh, that's a
look at that.
That's a big fish.
Hog there.
That's a big fish.
That might be a 30. Just pull it around.
Yep, that's a big fish.
Look at that. That's got to be close to 30. Woo, look at that. That is a nice fish there. Yeah, maybe 28. Eh?
Yeah, 20. You know, again, they don't look as monstrous because their bellies aren't hanging down the extra 4 to 6 inches they normally do. But I mean, they fight like crazy, and you know they do actually fight a lot better now that they're spawned out. But you know, again, we've always talked about this, how fortunate we are to have these great fisheries like this. And you know, it's the big thing is, you know, letting these fish go, letting them get big. You know, I'd like to see a size limit out here, really, besides 15 inches.
And drop to 3 fish. 5 fish per person is way too many.
It is. I agree with you.
My clients that come to, I try to get them 3 fish to take, because you keep taking 5, you know, when it's this good,
right?
You could really put a dent. You know?
can, and everything's packed in here like this. Let's let her go.
Out of here.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Hey, I guess this is the Larry Smith show, right?
I just threw that back there, pumped it once. This one's not as big.
They're all nice.
Yeah,
fish
but
there.
they're. Yeah.
Oh, it is too.
Oh, it is a
It
giant.
is too. Look at this one. Wow, you are on fire tonight, my friend.
Woo, I'll tell you something. Look at the way that fish T-boned that bait too.
You are on fire.
This is like, I'm not kidding you. I mean, this is literally
some of the fastest fishing you've had so far this year, my
This
friend?
is no doubt the fastest fishing I've had this year.
At least Larry lets me hold this fish anyway, because I'm not even fishing. I'm just running a boat now.
He doesn't have any time to fish, I'll tell you that.
So yeah,
Wow.
I got to run the net.
Another female
nice
too, you
fish.
can always tell by the crease in their bellies there. Let's let her go.
Nice healthy fish.
Love it.
Let's let her go and get another one. Good job, Larry.
You're fishing now.
Finally giving somebody else a chance.
Right. Definitely. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, that is a nice fish there.
Hold that one up.
Just a lot skinnier. You can see,
Yeah.
you can still see the groove.
Right.
So these guys just got done spawning.
In the last day or two, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous fish.
Give
Look
Dan
at
a
that.
kiss.
Right.
Good job, Larry.
Jay,
You the
thank
man.
you.
You're the man
You're the
tonight.
man. I'll tell you what. You're putting me on him. Got him.
Let him go. Let him grow.
Let him go. Let him
Let's
go.
get another
nice
one.
job.
All right.
Woo.
Hey, Shotguns D. Schaefer here at Midwest Shooter Supply.
Your hunting supply headquarters. You can find all the stuff at mwshooters.com.
Nice. Freak of Nature here with me in the kitchen. We are making potatoes, deep fried potatoes. I took some venison chili with no beans. I made it this winter with the Freak, remember? I just let the beans out. We're gonna put queso, sour cream, Larry's new hot seasoning on top of the potatoes, and some chives. So let's get these bad boys in the fryer. Watch out, man, it's gonna spray. Yikes. Looks like it's hot.
No, maybe not. Not a little bit.
That's why you're the freak of nature. It's gonna
See,
take
I don't
a few
feel like
minutes.
that's my name because actually you're kind of freaky and you actually go in nature. Like I'm just beautiful in nature. I'm in with the landscape.
Remember that one show Dan you made her disappear?
I'm working on it.
That was Larry.
Don't be afraid to shake them up, people. Loosen them up a little bit so they don't stick together. And don't burn yourself. That's the main thing. All right.
Careful with it.
Season them up. Season them up.
Ooh, that's a lot. Whoops.
Ah, get it in the middle where all the stuff
I'm
is.
going.
A little bit of queso sauce, right? Is that what that's
Yeah,
called?
it's cheese queso.
Get the sour cream ready. This recipe's fast. Takes longer for the oil to heat up. But the problem is it doesn't last long on the table with her around. Hey, is there any kids around here? Hey, who are these rugrats? Grab a fork, Junior and Junior and Junior. No, not that one.
No, that one.
The clean ones. Come on over. What are your names again?
Gabe and Grace.
Wave at the camera. Say hi, Larry Smith Outdoors.
This is Gabe and your
And who's you, the short one?
Grady.
Come on, dig in. Watch out, they're smoking hot. Don't kill yourself.
Dad, why would you invite little kids in here?
Nice.
Oh gosh,
How do you poke these?
Right here. Ooh.
You like poke them and then scoop them up. Yeah, are you good?
Good.
Don't let them burn their mouths, Dad.
I know you guys watch the show. Larry Smith Outdoors. Baked potatoes. Venison chili.
Delicious.
Oh.
Whatever.
Thanks, Midwest Shooter Supply.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for coming in.
It's hot.
That's what you want. You want hot.
I don't care.
You don't care. You're a man after my own heart. Going tall.
Burger Smokehouse, your handcrafted smoked meat headquarters since 1952. Our dry rub recipes, aging process, and natural hardwood smoking come together to create bold, satisfying flavors that we are proud to stand behind. Whether it's summer sausage, hearty sportsman's cut bacon, or dry rub barbecue ribs, we are your source for top-notch hardwood smoked meats that you'll be proud to serve family and friends. Visit us online at smokehouse.com or look us up at your local grocery store.
Kalen's has been catching multi-species fish for over 30 years. From our crappie grubs, to our seismic series of hybrid swim baits and grubs, to our jerk minnows,
You can't see that jerk minnow, can you?
to our garlic and salt impregnated wacko worm,
Or that's a Kalen's Wacko.
our premium line of Kalen jig heads. Oh, and our original Kalen's grub still does a pretty good job too.
Fish, look at that Kalen's in her mouth right there.
Picking back up
They're
again.
picking back up. Gotta love it. I don't mind the lulls, you know?
No, it gives you a little time to kind of relax, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, wham, throttled again.
Good conversation in the boat.
Oh, barely hooked. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Gotta love it, you know? Hey, Brian, you know, we are experiencing something that's just absolutely awesome. And there's a lot of times when people can't come out and fish. They gotta work the next day,
Yep.
or they gotta take care of things. But I'll tell you something, the next best thing when you can't actually be out in the outdoors hunting or fishing is to read the Badger Sportsman magazine. When you're reading this magazine, it brings you feel like you're outdoors and doing the things you love to do, and it's very educational. Hey, what a great fish.
It's the next best thing is reading that to doing the real thing.
I would agree 100%.
But the only way you can catch these is you
Right.
got to get out here and do it, unless you fall asleep on the couch and dream about it.
Right, and what a great way to fall asleep by reading some Badger Sportsman magazines.
He has some really good dreams about
Right.
doing this.
Positive things.
Well, when you fish with me, I want you to learn something when you leave. I want you to have learned something.
there you go.
Keep your rod up so it comes right. So when you're done fishing with me, you learn how to do something.
Yeah, and you guide on all different parts of the Menominee River here. You know, last year we did some trips way up on the top part of the Menominee for bass, you know, largemouth, smallmouth, caught a bunch of walleyes up there. Another nice fish though. Nice job. I had the hot hand to start with, and now I have gone cold. I'm cold as ice.
Maybe we won't get no sleep tonight.
Right, that's okay. You know what my philosophy is? I've said it a million times. We'll sleep when we die. Oh, the flipper. Flipper, let's see if you can make it. Oh, I love that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nice. It's time for this week's Tip of the Week, brought to you by our good friends over at Mike's Country Meats up there in Tigerton, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey Brian, what is our tip of the week?
Our tip of the week this week is, when you're done fishing, always turn your drag off.
Okay.
Just loosen her right up so she pulls out real easy.
Yep.
There's a rubber washer in there. When you got it cranked down hard, it smashes that washer. That's how you get a sticky drag.
Really?
Loosen it up. Your reel will last a lot longer, drag a lot smoother.
I never knew that. So at the end of every fishing trip, you should loosen your drag right up.
Yep, back her off so she's nice and loose like that, and then your reel will last a lot longer.
That explains why my drags don't last very long. Hey, thanks again to our good friends over at Mike's Country Meats up there in Tigerton, and enjoy. Cindy, the Fire Tiger is on the roll. Whoa, that's a hog. Cindy. Oh, that is. Oh, do you see that?
Yeah,
You
look at
just
that,
bumped
look at
that with that net.
That's a pig.
Oh,
Look at that fish. That's a nice fish, baby.
That is absolutely a gorgeous fish right there. Look at that. Woo! Talk about absolutely something. Hey, I'll tell you what, we had a ball. Thank you, Cindy, for dinner. And thank everybody for watching our show this week. And just remember, like I always say, what a great night to be alive. It's close to breakfast time, and I'll tell you what I brought you for breakfast is, you gotta try this. Burger Smokehouse pork jolls. And I'll tell you that this stuff is absolutely excellent.
Till next time.
Well, we're not going to stick around for breakfast?
You can stick around for breakfast. I'm going to get 2 hours of sleep.